Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry, I was eating dinner for a bit and it took me a little bit to do this next video, but I'm returning to you for a premiere video tonight, and this is for Beyonce Renaissance album review that I'm going to be reviewing and letting you know what I thought of the album as a whole. So, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for all 16 songs on this album, which include the lead single from the album Break My Soul, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review for Beyonce Renaissance. Sorry, there was something in my tooth or whatever. It was bugging me. A piece of corn or whatever. I was having some vegetables. So yeah. The first song is I'm That Girl, and I'm not sure what I think of it. Vocally, she sounds alright, but when she does this weird rapping hip hop kind of vibe mixed with the R&B and all that stuff, I don't know if it works well with what she's going for. I know she's trying to experiment, but I think this album has quite a bit of issues. So I will get to that in uh, a moment with the other songs. So I'm That Girl's getting a 4 out of 5. Cozy didn't sound so bad, so I think the start of the album be fine until you get to the track on this album, which is very cringe. So, yeah, Cozy is getting a 4.5 out of 5. Alien Superstar is a decent song. It's not my personal favorite, but most of the tracks didn't surprise me. I was like, oh, I guess this is what we're expecting from Beyonce. I like her singing, her regular singing, the R&B stuff, but she's mixing it with hip hop and rapping stuff, and it's not working with how it's sounding. So, yeah, to me personally, it's not working for me. 4 out of 5 for Alien Superstar. Cuff It was not so bad. I just wasn't sure what to think of it. There were some moments where some parts in the song didn't sound right with her vocally when she's doing the rapping hip hop stuff, but the production in it is not too bad and the mixing is all right. So 4.5 out of 5. Energy featuring Beam was a decent song, just not sure if I'm connecting with it too much. So I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Break My Soul was one of the singles, and it's average. It's not terrible. It's just there's a repetitive thing with the background vocals or whatever, or this mixing vocal or whatever, that does not connect well. It goes da 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 kind of thing, and it's just not connecting with me personally. So, Break My Soul. I think it sounds good vocally with Beyonce singing in it, but the production and mixing is pretty off, to me at least. So I'm a little disappointed with this one. So 3.5 out of 5. It's an average track. It's just not personally my favorite song. And then we get to Church Girl, one of the cringiest songs on this album. I hate this song for sure. I know this song is gonna feel like some good Beyonce stuff to some people. And hey, if you like it, more power to you, I guess. But this is garbage, for sure. This is just uh, twerking music mixed with some of her R&B music, and it is not working for me. So 0.5 out of 5 for Church Girl. Fuck this song. I don't like it. Um, but that's just my opinion at least, so don't go on the hate train for uh, hating this review or whatever, is what I'm trying to imply. Plastic Off the Sofa is a better start. It's getting a little better. It's bringing back the R&B kind of vibe that I'm getting from Beyonce. I like the older Beyonce more than the newer one. The newer Beyonce is just cringe, in my opinion. it has its good moments, and then she has some very weak songs from the album. So 4.5 out of 5 for Plastic Off the Sofa. At least she didn't mess it up. And, and that's what I'm thinking right now. Virgo's Groove is doesn't have a bad beat. It's mixed well, but some of the way Beyonce is singing the song, I don't know if I'm connecting with it too much, but I think it's one of the stronger tracks, so 4.5 out of 5. Move was an average song. It's just got this reggae kind of feeling to it with the R&B and hip hop stuff. And I don't know if it's something I'd really come back to, so 3.5 out of 5. Grace Jones and Thames didn't do so bad in this song, so it wasn't a bad track. It was just average in my opinion. Heated was a average song. Not sure if I'm liking it too much. There's some rapping in it from Beyonce that is not connecting with me, and just the way the overall production and mixing is sounding, it has its quirky moments and it has its strong moments, is what I'm trying to say. So 3.5 out of 5. Sick is horrible. I don't like it. I personally think this is the worst song. It's not as bad as Church Girl, but it is pretty bad for sure in my opinion. So 1.5 out of 5 for Thick. I just don't like how she's approaching this song with the delivery of her vocals, and it is not connecting with me. And this is a piss poor track, so yeah, 1.5 out of 5. All Up in Your Mind was okay. It wasn't special, but it was something. And I'll give it a 3 out of 5. America Has a Problem. I think vocally she sounds fine, but the title of the track doesn't represent what the song is going for. It's mostly about shaking that ass or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You have a title called America Has a Problem and you're throwing this shit in the song? What the fuck? So I'm just like, I've seen artists that do and bands that do cringy stuff like this, but never have I ever seen a song titled that was political but talks about something else entirely and doesn't talk about what America's problem is and all that. So it does not sync with the song. So 2 out of 5 for America Has a Problem. Vocally, it doesn't sound so bad with Beyonce, but no, the song meaning and what it's going for is complete opposite. So yeah. Pure slash honey is disappointing. I'm just not a fan of it. So 2.5 out of 5. And finally, Summer Renaissance is okay. It just doesn't have a great outro to this album. So 3 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, in my personal opinion, I think Beyonce Renaissance was horrible. I could not stand it. If you like it, that's fine. I just personally don't connect with this album. Not at all. I like her older stuff better than the newer, in my opinion. So, that's just my opinion. If you want to start hating me on this review, go ahead. Uh, it's just, I personally didn't find anything likable with this album, and I just don't think I'll be coming back to it at all. So, first score for me, I'm giving Beyonce Renaissance a 3.5 out of 10. This album sucks. I don't connect with this album for what it's going for. I've noticed there's been bad music, and for some of this year, not everything is bad this year. I do like some pop artists and all that, but you gotta understand, Beyonce does this hip hop twerking kind of music with R&B, and it just does not flow right. It is not connecting with how her style is. I think her older stuff was much better than this. So up to the 2008 album, and then after that, I just think she went on a different approach with her sound. So that's just my opinion, at least. Feel free to disagree with me if you want, or in the comments below. Um, this is just my opinion at the end of the day. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of Beyonce Renaissance album if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this premiere video, which is premiering like 12 or 1 a.m. tonight, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. This video is premiering probably like 1 a.m. on the 28th. So definitely tune in to this video. In my opinion, I wasn't a fan of this Beyonce album. I was like really disappointed and really torn that I had to hear songs like this. I know her newer stuff was pretty bad, but I didn't think this would get really bad. I didn't think it'd get this bad, so I was like, oh shit, what am I getting myself into? So, yeah, I gave it a shot. I listened to it, wasn't a fan of it, and that's the end of it. So, hopefully you can respect my opinion. If you can't, feel free to dislike or don't even watch this review. So, yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this Beyonce Renaissance album review. I'm sorry I dragged this review out pretty long. I just had to go into deep explanation on what I listened to for this album and what my overall thoughts are, and I hate this album. It's going to be on my worst albums of 2022, so expect it on that list. But stay safe. Take care, guys. I'll have another review coming out tomorrow. Have a good night if I don't see you again for another video. And as always, I will see you in my next review.